Hi all, this is KP Maheshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, Fatima College. In today's lecture, we are going to see about the concept of list in R programming. Let me see the overview of the list. List is one of a data structure in R which can store a multiple forms of data types together. Like other languages like C, C++, and Java, where we can store different types of data in a single thing in a concept of array. So list is similar to that, but it is having its unique feature which helps us to perform a number of data analytical work. And list is a mixed data type. Each element is accessed by either by using its index or with its name. We know well index value in other programming languages starts with 0. The sequence will be continuing till the length of the data we are having. Similarly, in R also we have a concept of index. And either with the help of index or with by accessing the name itself, we can fetch those data or the list of collection of data from the list. Let me see how to create a list. Our program is having n number of built-in functions and packages which helps us to work or do any kind of data analytics in a simpler way. One of the things is creation of collection of data with various data types with the help of the function called list. So list is one of the built-in function which helps to create or helps to work with the multiple type of data. Let me see how to create it. We have a variable called student record, and the student record may have a mix of data like the name of the student or the roll number, their age, and whether they are currently studying or not. All such kind of data carries different forms of data. So in such a case, the list is helpful for us to merge or collectively handle this different type of data. So how to create this? We have to mention the variable name followed by the equal to sign. In R, we have another form of assigning operator where this less than symbol hyphen. This also equal to the or similar, or it is an alternative for the equal to sign or symbol what we usually do for the assignment work in other programming languages. So we use that and followed by the built-in function called list. You can see the first parameter is nothing but the name of the student. The second one, it will be the age of the student, or it can be the roll number of the student, and followed by one boolean form of data. So we have a mixed form of data. In order to work with or give an example, we have taken a data of three various types. One as a string, second as a numeric, and third as a boolean type. And finally, after creating this, we are trying to print out these values. How to print is as like a list function, which is one of the built-in function in our programming. In order to display the contents, we have a method called print. So print is a method which helps to display the contents in your screen or in your output terminal. So you can see the explanation here. So use a list function to create a list. So list is the built-in function which helps us to create a list. And we can access all the student name, her age, or whether he is studying here or not, all the parameters or the list of data with the help of the index value. That's what it is mentioned here. We will see it in the upcoming slides very clearly. Yes. Let me continue how to access the list elements. After creating the list, as I told earlier, it can be accessed with the concept of indexing or with the name using the name. And apart from this, these are the three accessing methods where you can use a single bracket or double bracket or a dollar sign, where the single bracket will fetch the list slice and the double bracket will fetch the element itself, and this dollar sign which is the name shortcut. So you see the example here how to use it. by using the name of the list followed by the index value. And in this, the index value is 1, which says about the first element, and when you put the single bracket, it returns the sublist. And when you put the double square bracket, it returns the actual content. And you put a dollar symbol, it accessed by its name. Let me see a sample programs for the creation of list. Here we have taken the concept of handling the employee details. So first, if you consider as an employee, the details what the company need to store or maintain is the ID of an employee, which will be in form of numbers, that is numeric. Its data type is numeric. And then the name of the employee, and then how many employees are there. These are the basic details of the employees which the company need to store. In order to store this collection of multiple type of data, we are going to use a list. So let me see how to create this. And as we discussed earlier, in order to create a list, we have to use the list built-in function. So you can see emp id equal to C of the ID values are 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the ID of our employees. And why the C we mentioned here is C is used to create a vector, which is also one of the data structure in R programming. We will be seeing about this vectors exclusively in the upcoming videos, and let me have this concept list in our mind, and let me proceed with how to store this collection in a single list. You can see we created two vectors, and you can mention that this vectors holds the data of same data type, which is completely different from the list. So what we did is we created the collection of similar data with the help of vectors, and all those things are tucked together to form a list. And inside this list function, we have a employee list equal to the data. What are the details of the employee, such as employee ID, employee name, and the number of employees in the company. And all together will create a list, and that will be printed with the help of the print function. So when you give the name of this list as we created emp list, it will display all the things together with the index value. You can see the output here. This one is a collection of the first set of data, which is nothing but the roll numbers, the employee detail of all the employees. And second tells about the name of the employees. And the third is nothing but the count of the employee. So in this way, we can create a list. Yes, as is continuation, after creating the list, let me continue how to access the elements in the list by the first method by using its index value. So this is a sample program which helps us to understand the concept of accessing the list elements with its index. So first line is nothing but we created the employee ID, the details of the employee ID with the help of vectors, then the employee name, then the number of employee, and finally the list having ID equal to employee ID. Just we are assigning the heading for all such thing. First is the ID, second is the name, and third is the total number of employee. So what for this we created is these are the names for the elements in the list, which helps us to access with its name. And we finally print the details in the list, such as all this employee, everything. If I want a particular set of data, what I need to do is I have to get into the index value of it, where if I need the name, I have to mention the name. The index value for the name is 2, because in R programming, the index value never starts with 0, it always starts with 1, which is extraordinarily or different, explicitly different from other forms of programming language. Where in the traditional form of thing, in C or C++ or Java, we used to learn, and it's by default, it is a value is 0. The first index value is 0. But in R, the first index value is always 1, never be 0. So if you mention 2, it will create or it will access the second element of the list, which is nothing but the names. So this is what you are getting, the list of name which is accessed by the index.